What's going on, man?
It's a beautiful day, huh?
It's a beautiful day. Every time you shake a man's hand, look him in the eye, shake his hand. How you doing today, Luis?
I'm doing good. A lot of people don't know how to shake hands. That's what I found out.
They don't. Today we went to a networking event to get connected with other individuals here in Kansas City. The more people you know, the more people know your name, the better you're gonna execute in anything. Getting your name out there, your business, and we're out here. I'm gonna have a lovely conversation with Luis today. It's a beautiful day, guys. It's a beautiful day because we woke up. Somebody didn't wake up today, but we did. We gotta be grateful with God that we woke up today. So yeah, how did the networking event go for you today, Luis?
I think it went wonderful. I interacted with all sorts of people. I ran into people with all sorts of characters. I also ran into people who were playing characters, which is something I didn't want to touch upon because I think that the message that you tend to share is just be yourself and people will either accept it or not. And I think a lot of people went into this networking event putting on a facade, a persona that they maybe just didn't, they thought would be successful in business, but I came across as fake, and I don't like being fake with people. I noticed that me and you have different styles when we're talking to people.
Yeah.
I try to get to know people, and you're one of those people who already comes with the agenda, already comes with what they want to ask. Do you think that worked for you?
I think at the end of the day, you gotta be you. You gotta have confidence in yourself. If you don't walk into these situations that you're trying to develop your relationships with people, come in correct, how in the world are you gonna win? You won't. That's why every time I connect with another individual, everything is firm. But the thing is, I have to come firm first. I have to have myself straight. I have to look good. I have to have my words good. I have to smell good. A lot of people don't smell good. It's very important to come correct before you start connecting with individuals. So my advice before you start going to those networking events, come correct. Dress good. As you see us right here, we're fly. We're young. We're fly guys.
And then I got roses on my pants.
Look at that.
Really
Look at those
tell,
plants.
But they got white roses, like sprinkly roses in this.
If you know, you know. It's the small details that'll level you up.
No, but even to the people who weren't, like, I will tell you this. I was genuinely interested by a man that was wearing
Did
Nike
you see the guy with sweats?
Yeah, bro, I went up and talked to him because how much of a gangster, how much do you not have to give a fuck to show up to a networking event in sweats? He was wearing an 80K watch, fucking Pepsi. I can't wait till I get there.
That's dope.
And I was talking to him, and his business had nothing to do that benefits me, and I couldn't benefit him. But I was just talking to him as to why. Like, I told him, and it came off as disrespectful. I know it did because he's older than me. He's like 36. Yeah. And I said, you're bold as fuck for just not coming in a suit or anything. Why? Why did you do that? And you gave me a side eye. You're like, hey, because Raul doesn't like when I curse in public, but the truth is, I'm a goddamn American.
He's got to be him.
I'm an American, and we got freedom of speech.
He does.
Right? I got the first fucking amendment. I'm going to use my goddamn words as I see please. You feel me?
It's real life stuff. But I want you to recognize something with that guy with sweats. He didn't start by just wearing sweats.
I don't think so. Obviously,
I don't think he started off with wearing sweats.
Progress, but today he was wearing all black Nike tracksuit.
At a beautiful networking event.
At a beautiful venue. We were at a lovely venue. I want you to understand that me and Raul looked like came from Miami, but everyone else there looked like they were coming from Miami as well. There was a really old dude that was, did you see the old dude with the all-white suit?
Fire suit.
He works in banking, has been working in banking for many years. He works with the Latin community specifically, has a Latin wife, and that's why. Spoke with him, had an amazing conversation with him, and he told me how important it is and how he sees that the younger generation doesn't care for dressing up. And I was like, I mean, me and my boy are both in our early 20s, and we're dressing up. Shit, I'm 20. And we're dressing
up. 22 years old.
He was like, I respect that, but you guys aren't wearing suits. You're not wearing a tie.
Yeah.
And then he asked me something that I felt very disrespected by, but
What was that?
Do I know how to tie a tie?
Ooh.
So now, Raul, I'm asking you, do you know how to tie a tie?
I'm going to be honest with you. You feel me? Because I'm an honest guy. I don't know how to tie a tie.
I know how to tie a tie, but
I don't know how to tie a tie. But who taught you how to tie a tie? What age?
So I was taught how to tie a tie. Like actually know how to tie it. Because my dad and my grandfather taught me obviously as a kid, but I didn't really remember. No one remembers. But I got into speech and debate.
Okay.
And I had a professor.
That's why you speak so good?
I would say so. And I had a professor by the name of, get this, Mr. Kinsella.
Woo!
Mr. Kinsella taught me how to tie my tie. I really appreciate that.
That's
man.
fire.
He taught me 2 different types of sets, and I'm very respectful of that.
That's really good. It's always good to remember. I asked you that question because you always got to give flowers out to those individuals that assisted you to level up. You always got to do that. And sometimes you got to swallow your ego. That's what I see nowadays, especially with young guys. They don't know how to swallow their ego and realize that we need assistance from other individuals in order for us to get somewhere else. You feel me? And that's something that I've learned myself, especially with business, especially with Luis. Luis assists me a lot with the content and overall with our real estate business. And that's important to say. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for
I
showing up.
appreciate you, buddy.
Because we got to show up every day. Because if we don't show up, who's going to get it done for us? Is
No,
somebody
no.
else going to put money in your pockets?
Absolutely not.
No, you got to show
Actually,
up.
that's a conversation for another day. But I've worked with Raul with many ventures, and I like putting money in Raul's pockets. But anytime it comes to giving Luis free money, he will remind me that no, you have to work for it.
Got to work for it.
But
baby.
anytime I give Raul free money, it's oh my God, thank you so much. You know I got you when it comes back around. But yeah, I ran into a lot of different characters. I ran into a successful older woman who worked in education. I saw you were talking to her, but me and Raul were talking to her very differently. She was talking to me like an aunt, like a mother, like an older person would. When it came down to talking to Raul, I shit you not, she had her hand on this motherfucker's chest and was telling him, "You're so young." And then the same thing is she had the same conversation as she had with me and Raul, except it was different. She said I was so young as well, but she patted me on the back. And I'm not saying I wanted to get my hand on a chest. I have a beautiful girlfriend at home, but it's very interesting how different people get treated very differently. Raul's aura of him thrusting around gets him this sort of respect that I just seem to not get, which I'm thankful for. I got a girlfriend. I don't need it. But it was very interesting. What did you talk about with her? Because she was very interested in you and what you had going on.
Yeah. So, never seen the lady in my life, but she came up to me and she told me that she's seen my videos on TikTok. And this is just one of those things where hard work pays off. You feel me? Hard work pays off. Because if I wouldn't post 12 videos a day on my TikTok, Instagram,
what
or YouTube.
hard work paid off there? Her coming up to speak to you, or what do you mean?
I think for me and my team, or you, what's dope about this whole stuff is getting recognized. And not just because of what we have to offer or our value, but because we show up every day. A lot of people ask me, hey, with the real estate business or with the food truck business or the content, is this going to be an easy, smooth path? No, bro, it's hard work. Nobody sees the hard work. Nobody sees that when I wake up at 5 in the morning, going to the food truck, going to the real estate business with all this content. It's not easy to make this content.
Yeah, I mean, with me, I run a media agency, which I have not always been transparent on this page, but through this media agency, I work with creators like Raul. And I was actually like in the hunt for other business entrepreneurs that are maybe interested in jumping into social media. And it's so crazy. I don't know if you ran into this, but there's a lot of people who just think that it's easy. Like,
it's not easy.
It's not fucking easy.
If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Everyone would do it. I told this lady that this lady thought it was easy, and I said, "Why the fuck aren't you doing it?
Why aren't you doing it?"
And Raul looked at me across the whole fucking room and said, "Why am I talking to a lady like that?" Actually pulled me aside. Raul always tells me that I talk to ladies a little different, but I treat them like equals because I'm a feminist. I believe that all people are equal. Raul maybe doesn't believe that. That's why he maybe corrected me. I don't know. But I told her, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's so disrespectful.
Everybody has to understand the role.
And I was explaining to her that, no, it takes you understanding the algorithm. It takes you understanding and adapting to trends. How many times have you had to adapt to a different trend?
Plenty.
It also takes you willing to recognize what trend is going on, what audio to use, what sounds, what topics to cover. And I think a lot of people sometimes they look at social media as just another revenue, and it's not.
No.
So I talked to a lawn care business, and I told him, hey, dude, you got to get on this. And he was honest with me. He was like, it looks like a lot of hard work. From what I heard you tell other people, I don't think I have that in me. And I really respected him being open about that. But I also felt very disrespected with the lady who said, oh, yeah, I could do that overnight.
No, I've heard
I said,
it. I've
bitch,
heard
you do it too.
Exactly.
And I know Raul says, Luis, don't call nobody a bitch.
I would never call a woman a bitch. I call beautiful princesses.
I didn't call a woman a bitch. I called a bitch a bitch. Okay? I didn't.
I would always call a woman a beautiful princess.
No, the thing is, you're making it seem like I use that word just for women, and I don't. A man can be a bitch as well.
Oh,
a bitch is
that's
anyone
facts.
that doesn't act cool.
That's facts.
You know?
I'm cool.
It's like the dog that won't leave you alone.
I
It's just
feel you.
barking at you.
I have a dog named Lucky.
But I also ran into an insurance agent guy, and he had this mindset.
Very interesting guy.
For you, because you like that.
Yeah,
His mindset scared me.
Shout out that guy. We
Don't say his
don't be saying names out here, but shout out insurance guy today that we network.
He has a Lamborghini,
Yeah.
and he was telling me that his mindset is the money's always coming, so why should I save it? And I remember sitting there, and I was like mind fucking blown.
Well, how old is he? Give him more context.
He was 27 years old.
27 years old.
Really fucking young. He was one of the other young guys in the building.
Yeah, we were the youngest.
And
in the
Raul
building.
was just eating it up. Raul
It's so
was,
dope meeting young guys that are going for their dreams.
Well, he has similar aspirations to you. That's what it was.
Yeah,
he has the
1000%.
same mentality.
Yeah. So this guy, essentially, what he told me is, you got to live life. This is how he lives his life. He wasn't telling me how to live life. He was telling me how he lives his life. He lives with his finances that he's gonna have enough money for the next 50 years. That's how he looks at money, but also for the next 50 days. So what he means by that is live in the now. Work hard, but live in the now. And that's how I essentially live my life. I love to travel. I love to spend money. I love to dress nice. Look at it. We're fly guys. But you got to dress good to feel good. You got to spend some money. Look at your watch right now. It's a fire watch. You know? I know you don't like to flex on it. That's on you. That's cool.
No, it's because it's a good investment.
But it's a nice watch. You feel me?
and
you're young and you can do it. Why? Because you work hard. If you didn't work hard, I would tell you, Luis, go back to work. But you work hard, dude. Do you not work hard?
Yeah, I work hard. But I will tell you this, the juxtaposition between that gentleman and the other gentleman that I actually go to his establishment and eat all the time, it's someone that I respect a lot. He is 40-something. I think it's like 46. And he told me that he started his business at 32.
Okay.
That he was a regular guy up until 32. He's a millionaire now. He has my dream car. He has the 911. He has my dream Rollie. He has an AP, not a Rollie.
That's fire.
He has everything that I want. And what he told me that really stuck with me, and what was so interesting compared to that one insurance guy, was he said he didn't spend any money until he had 10 million. And I just couldn't understand that because I feel like 1 million, I'm balling the fuck out, right? But he was telling me that it was very important for him to always reinvest. And now he blows the money on the bitches and the money and all that. And he said bitches, and he's a grown, respectable man. He said he spends money on the bitches.
That guy.
And he's married, too. His wife was right fucking there, dude. Talking about spending money on bitches on boats. Which I really respect, but I would never do that, right?
Right. I would.
I would. And if I have a beautiful wife, I'll spend the money with her, right?
Aw. That sounds beautiful.
But he was telling me that he recommends for me to sell this watch.
Yeah.
Try to see when the value is going to go up and sell it. He said, sell it, don't keep it. Live off your means as much as you can and don't spend too much. That's what he said. He said, don't flaunt for anybody. Just be yourself. Keep working hard, and the money will come. And it was so interesting because I spoke with him, and then right afterwards we spoke with the insurance guy, and the insurance guy was like, dog, your watch is the shit, dude. Yeah. He was like, when I was 20, I wanted that watch.
I think it's important to recognize.
He was hyping me up, and it was very conflicting.
Both are respectful guys.
Both are millionaires.
But you know what I will say? One
guy
didn't grow up on social media, and one guy did.
Yeah.
So there's lots of money waiting to happen on this social media stuff.
Yeah, and I'm connecting with him.
One of my biggest connections, he's in New York. Shout out my guy in New York. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Angelo, shout out my guy. I connected with him, okay? But I would not be connected with him if I was not a valuable individual, if I was not able to show what I'm able to give out to the world. Not just with finances, but with mindset. So that's why it's important.
Yeah, because the two differences there are not finances. It's mindset.
Yeah.
And it's also age, I would say. I think that the other guy, when he got his shit together, it was because he needed to get it together. Yeah. And from the insurance guy, he said he just kind of fell into insurance, that he knew a guy and he got thrown into
1,000%.
it. So I thought that was so interesting. What I will say is super interesting for the people at home is everyone I spoke to had a different journey. Like, genuinely a different journey. Like, I know everyone says everyone got their sad story, but everyone really does have their way that they get into business. Some people, it's their uncle. Some people, it's their dad's company. Other people, it's, I was in education and I had to find a different career. Isn't that so interesting?
Everyone, and other people is us coming from the bottom, working day by day, and that's us.
Yeah.
That's just us. That's just real life stuff. Young guys, shout out to our parents. They put us here, gave us an opportunity to come to America, right?
My parents are both American, but yeah, your parents are.
Okay, yeah, my parents came from Mexico, and they're
Animo,
compa, la raza. You feel me?
Yeah, my parents are from Cali. So.
I got you.
But they're my great.
They still work really hard to get you here.
Absolutely, to provide good education.
To provide good education.
Shout out to my single mother.
Yeah, shout out to our family.
Your family.
Shout out
to my mama.
Shout out.
Oh, raised a good, astute young man.
1,000%.
But it was interesting, all the different characters that you run into.
My take with the whole spending and stuff, you can't save yourself rich. It's what I've learned. From the individuals that I've connected with. And also, you got to enjoy your life, but you also got to have assets. And what I've done over the past few years, I've invested in assets. Assets are huge in order for us to develop our wealth. And that's something we don't really get taught at school. You feel me? That's something that's not taught. Hey, go get an asset. Go buy yourself a food truck. Go buy yourself a investment property. Not just a house to be paying off in the next 30 years. No, an investment property, whether that's a duplex, fourplex, some asset that's going to produce you some money. And that's important for you to put inside your head. Or else what's going to happen? You're going to stay stuck.
Yeah.
At a JOB. For the rest of your life.
But I don't know, I was talking to so many different characters, and whether it was the older women that were there because their father put them in good positions, or whether it was the simple people who they went to college, they got their bachelor's, they got their master's, they got their doctorate, There was all sorts of people, and I recommend everybody out there, if there is a networking event in your area, go check it out. Go put on a cool shirt. I'm not even wearing a suit. I'm wearing some Japanese shit.
Yeah, it's
And,
fire though.
I just went in there, and you go in there and you present yourself. You say, hey, my name is Luis Alfonso. A pleasure to meet you. I'm in real estate. I also in private equity, and I sell exotic shrimp on the side. And if you need herbs, well, I can get you some herbs, right?
Yep.
And yeah, I think you just have to take that shot, and not everyone's gonna like you. Don't get me wrong. I am a talker. I don't always let people talk because I believe in controlling the conversation and making sure that I'm getting what I need out of it. And I know that rubs people the wrong way. I also know I curse, and yeah, I have Raul giving me the mom eyes. I don't know how to explain mom eyes, but everyone knows what mom eyes means. It means shut the fuck up. And I think you just gotta be yourself. I think that's important because I ran into a young man that was 25, and he was trying to be something he wasn't. And he was trying to be Raul, and it was very weird. Did you like that interaction? Did you feel like he was stroking your ego there? Because when he was talking to both of us, I was annoyed by it. Because he's doing good in life to not be himself, to not.
That's what
who
at the
he
end of the
is.
day, people will sense the truth.
I get that he's a real estate agent, and the way his business works, he has to be friends with people to sell houses and whatnot. So happy we're not in that fucking position. So happy we have a fucking list of buyers. But
Yeah.
he was just really kissing ass, and I didn't know how did you feel about that?
I liked it.
I
liked
fucking hated it,
because
bro.
it shows how valuable you are because you've worked hard at such an
Yeah.
early age.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy it because I don't doubt this young man is an interesting, hard-working, aspirational. I don't doubt his story is badass, but he was more worried about projecting himself to be like. He almost wanted to be part of your crew, which I thought was. He asked you what time you're going out later.
Yeah, I mean, there's.
Are
no
you gonna go
problem
out with
that.
him later? Are you gonna get bottled service with him later? Is that what?
I don't know. I don't know if the girls would like that. You feel me?
Okay.
Whenever.
Yeah, he wanted a pretty guy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta look good. You feel me?
No, he was dressed.
You know what I
lovely.
realized? Not everybody looks good.
But he went no, he was dressed
Yeah,
nice.
I wouldn't get- I wouldn't
me and
say-
you wear that outfit, we look pretty.
1,000%.
Oh, it's not pretty, handsome.
1,000%.
Right.
I wouldn't look. You probably look pretty.
I
I want
right
to say thanks right now to my mother because I'm not.
Oh, Raul ripped this from me. Can I say something? One time we were eating dinner with his parents.
Listen to this, guys.
And I
Pay
said,
attention to this.
I love my mother, and I always say thank
Why?
you because she gave me a beautiful face.
Yeah.
She could have gave me my ugly father's face, right?
Yeah.
No, but she gave me her beautiful face.
That's
so I
dope.
always give thanks to my mom.
That's shout out my mom
And
too.
Raul goes, oh, that sounds. Not only does he butcher it, he says, "Mom, without you, I wouldn't get bitches." And he didn't say bitches, but that's
Love it.
essentially what he said.
No, I have
and
told my mom,
And his
"Thank
mom was
you."
like, "You mean what Luis said?" And then he goes, "Oh yeah. That's one thing about Raul. He'll word it differently, right?
Oh, really?
And he calls me more respectful, but yeah. I found so many people that I look
But
forward.
you know what? There's a post. There's a thing that says, "You're not ugly. You're just poor," and that's just real life stuff.
I think that's bullshit.
I think it's true.
I think there's
See,
a lot
that's
of
why I'm
poor,
not okay.
ugly. You ever
Hey,
seen a good? There's good looking people out there, bro. Have you ever seen? I have a girlfriend, obviously, but you've never seen a lovely young lady working in the back of a cashier.
1,000%.
Then what do you mean that? What do you mean that you're not ugly? You're just poor. I think men, and I think half the time they're not even that they're poor. They're just out of shape.
I agree.
The amount of
everything you want in life is free.
Did you not see how many out of shape, grown, rich motherfuckers there are?
Yeah, it's not acceptable.
Dude, there was a guy that looked like Jabba the fucking Hutt, bro, with a skinny model. And the thing is, everyone in that room
Everybody knew. Everybody
looked
knew.
at this bald, fat guy.
Yeah.
God bless him. I'm sorry
Yeah,
to fat
shout out
people.
my guy.
But everyone looked at him and said, he's being used by that girl. And I heard an older gentleman I respect, call him out on that.
Yeah.
And he
Well,
said,
I have a question for you.
and he said, fuck yeah.
Didn't you say every girl is using some guy for something?
I hope my girlfriend isn't using me for
Well,
something.
I'm not necessarily.
I think women use you for something because you like to provide something for them to use.
But I want you to listen.
I just let,
Nobody would connect with you if you weren't as valuable as you are.
I don't think I'm nearly as valuable as I will be in 10 years.
I agree. But what I'm trying to get
Look
at.
at my portfolio. I only have an 80K
But what I'm
portfolio
trying to get at-
of me.
Listen.
Of me. Do I have investments that we have through a rising estates? Absolutely. But that's not my money, right?
But listen, if you were a loser.
Just like that's
would
not
your
your
girl
money.
connect with you if you were a loser?
I would hope so.
No.
I think me and her have a genuine
Definitely
connection.
not.
That's not what I want to
You got to be a winner.
I am a winner.
At all times.
And we
Exactly.
fucking win.
I know you know that. I know you are.
Yeah, I went in there and won.
But what I'm trying to say.
Bro, you know how much my shrimp cost?
If
My
you're
shrimp
a
cost-
loser-
I sold a $50 shrimp to some fucking football player. What the fuck?
That's fire.
He bought 5 of them for his fish tank.
I agree.
Come on, get
That's
the fuck
badass,
out of
bro.
here.
That's badass.
Go check out Shrimpy Business if you haven't already. We have all sorts of exotic shrimp. We have an Anamo shrimp. We have Fireblaze shrimp. We have all sorts of shrimp. Check it out. We ship to anywhere in the 50 states. So if you're interested in aquariums, go check it out.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Well, I just want to say I appreciate your time today, Luis. It was a beautiful conversation that we had.
I think you still have to give a couple more tips, buddy. I think there's a lot of
that's
stuff
fine.
that you should.
That's
Oh, I accidentally turned off the camera. Give these people 3 tips for networking events.
3 tips, real quick, before we end it. Number 1, come presentable. Go buy a nice outfit. Look good. Number 2, be valuable. What do you bring to the table? And number 3, be confident about yourself, what you're speaking about. Whatever it is that you come up with, be valuable. Appreciate everybody for watching. Think, plan, and execute. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. See you guys in the next video.